My name's Chris Williams. Most people know me as Ace. Got that nickname when I was like 5 years old, stuck with me. The degree I'm studying is a Bachelor of Nursing, and it's an upgrade from my enrolled nurse training. I started my degree when my children were small, and then with 4 daughters, it just became uneconomical for us to actually do it, so I had to go back to work. So now I'm back doing the degree now that they're all grown up. I don't have that responsibility of having to make sure that they've got everything they need. They're self-sufficient. So now Dad can go back and do what he wanted to do 20 years ago. The reason for the upgrade is the knowledge base can be increased, and we live in the country. We don't have that many RNs. We've got AINs, we've got personal care assistants, ENs, and a few limited RNs around. So with the base that I have with my EN and increasing my knowledge, I can put that back into the communities around where we live. So Parks, Trundle, Forbes, back here into Dubbo. So it's to put back in where I can. I work in the mines, so as a subcontractor to a gold mine. When I'm there, I'm a safety officer and a rescue, as well as a TA. So I can be on tools, I can help with tradesmen, but then I'm also there for the safety side of it. In case something goes wrong, I'm usually the first port of call. The working and the studying part, that's the hard part. Because uni's so broken, it's a Monday, Wednesday, Thursday regime, and the hours are so flitted out. It's 130 Ks for me to come to uni. It's 147 for me to go to work. So I can't go to work and then come to uni from Orange. I've actually got to go back to Parks and then come to here instead of that cutting across. So you've got to get that. When I'm not at uni and there's available shifts for me to do at work, go to work to keep that extra money rolling in. The hiccups was the law in nursing and where that actually fits into the nursing and the depth that goes into. Science, getting my head around the different levels of science that we had to study and making sure that you followed step 1, step 2, step 3, and then not understanding a section of it, so having to go and get that tutor on the side that can just explain something to you, or a lecturer that can explain something. And that's the thing that I found probably the hardest in the subjects, is you had to get your head around the science. I've seen that while nursing, you know it through high school, you've done this basic science. When you move into this degree, it's the level changes, the understanding changes. If there was a short A&P, anatomy and physiology class that you could take, and it only has to be 4 to 6 weeks, whether it's online or a quick residential into the uni, where you can sit down and go, right, we're going to go over these, and these are the sort of topics that you're going to have to study before you start first year. It could give you a heads up and make it a lot easier. So I definitely agree that a pre-course would be great. You look at myself where you put it off and you go and look after the family and you raise them. You've got to look at it now and say, okay, they're old enough, there's time for you to do something for you. And if your family supports you through that, I can tell you now that CSU, with the technology and the CSU staff, they'll support you while you're doing it.